So, due to love and celebration of the Christian religion, um, see, there can be degrees of belief, and a lot of people now will turn and pretend, oh, well, we're just moderates or whatever, and try and assert themselves as moderately as possible. When, while excluding you. Um, but yeah, certain things. So when it's not explicitly acknowledged that the creation story in Genesis stipulates that you're all inbred, and it's believed in, a whole bunch of logical, conclusive thinking is wedged. What can happen is that the believer goes on to um phonetically express their flirts in front of their family members while failing to sustain romantic relationships in society at the same time. Um, Logically, what's fair is that the story is held in repudiation and contempt, um, because it's known scientifically what happens to those that practice inbreeding. Um, So yeah, the drive and the will to pursue and impersonate other roles, like people that I worked with in pharmacy, um, essentially impersonating psychiatrists, psychologists. As far as they'll go, it will be to an intent for a sale of a psychiatrical profile. But the drive to comfortably impersonate roles for which they never studied, um, if they do believe that they're inbred or they're even open to it, that belief, um, they'll want to get away from it because it's just a sickening thought to even look at. Um, so yeah. So people in the chemists that I would notice or not, they have to be secretly religious. Um, yeah. So also on an instinctive level, you go, well, if the king and queen 2,000 years ago, during the life of Jesus, the king and queen were each prepared for their respective roles in a kingdom, um, and were inbred because that's what kept the bloodlines pure. Then, on an instinctive level, at heart, the sort of type of character they would attract to destroy would be a non-inbred that cared for both genders. That would be their opposite and their intended contestant. But so what I think happened is that, and Mark's gospel leaves some trace evidence alluding to it, is that uh, it was recognized to be an unjust killing. So by inventing the Savior and Lord story, the kingdom at the time was able to essentially evade the charge of the hostile, terrorizing, and unjust killing of an innocent person, while giving the public and the people something to hope that's true and believe in. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much that. I think it's absolutely vital for health. If you're there's various forms of identity crime that can be committed. Um, if you're a person who thinks you're listening out for telepathic signals from a god, yeah, you may not notice when someone you know is being impersonated by someone who wants to sell them, uh, that are using voice clone software. Um, I've been very brief in using my phone only to arrange places, roughly places and dates and times to meet. Um, I've given up on thinking that I'll get any just reaction from policing here, so I will travel.